how to generate mortgage leads on LinkedIn for free. I've had some success with quite a few clients. Here's an example of this specific broker. He was interested in working with footballers, and we used a LinkedIn strategy in order for him to be able to do that. We ended up working with solicitors who worked with footballers. He even started to get footballers mortgages. Some of those footballers even reached out about joining him once they retired. So this strategy works. We're going to unpack exactly how we do it. We're going to do that right now. So the very first thing we need to focus on is your LinkedIn profile. I'm going to show you how you're going to optimize this LinkedIn profile, because this profile needs to look, I was going to swear then, but very, very good. Let's dive into the very first bit, which is the banner. But this is like a billboard. It allows us to showcase to whoever is looking at us on LinkedIn to see exactly what it is that we are actually doing. And it's a great piece of real estate. So you have to make sure whenever you create a banner that it's optimized for mobile too. There's my one on my phone. And so the banner goes across the top as well. So it is both desktop and mobile. And so if you want to be able to create a banner for your LinkedIn, you don't have to go and pay someone for it. You can literally head over to Canva and just type in LinkedIn banner at the top here, and it's going to bring up a load of LinkedIn banners for you to choose from. So really simple to do. There's a ton of them here. Just pick the one you like. So let's just take this one, for example. We can pick that one. We can use customize the template. Once we're in, we can just add and change these as much as we want. You want to make sure that these are optimized to, like I said, show what it is you do. The next thing is your display picture. Make sure it's you. It's not you and somebody else, specifically not you and a celebrity. That's always a bit cheesy. But if it's you and a friend, or you and your wife, people might not know which one is which. I'm a big advocate of using Insta headshots, the AI generated headshots. It's absolutely brilliant. I just chuck in a load of photos and it gives me a really good headshot. It's important that we make sure your LinkedIn and your Facebook and or website, again, website, look, there it is. It's the same photo. You want people to know this is the same person I am speaking to all the time. So now we're into the display picture. We've done that. Let's talk about your name. Make sure your name is the name you want to be called by. People make this mistake all the time. Trying to improve what is known as brand SERP, which is search engine results page. And you're making sure that when people are searching for you, they're searching for the right thing. And I see this really common. Ash, Ashley, Dave, David, Matt, Matthew, Katie, Kate. You've got to know which one are you going by. And this should be the same with everything. Pick your name, stick to it. We then move on to our tagline or our headline, LinkedIn headline or banner line. When it comes to this line here, you want to make this clear what it is you do, and you want to make it very clear who you help. If you are somebody that wants director or business owner or entrepreneur, those ones, these are not things that people are actually searching for. If you're trying to generate leads from LinkedIn, then we need to make sure that it is what you do. So if you call yourself a mortgage advisor, you're a mortgage advisor. It doesn't matter that you're the director or the business owner, or that's ego. It doesn't matter. We don't want that. We want mortgage advisor. Make it clear to the client what you do, who you help, and what you help them with. So like mortgage advisor helping first-time buyers get their dream home. Perfect. Another reason why, by the way, you want to optimize your headshot, your name and your title is, unlike most other social media platforms, as you can see, name, headshot, and the first few lines of the title are the things that appear. If you're making content or commenting on people, your name, your headshot, and what you do is going to be seen on LinkedIn, which is unlike if you're actually on something like Facebook or Instagram. It's just a lot of times on Instagram, it's just your Instagram handle, nothing else. The next thing you want to be looking at on your profile is you want to be looking at your About You section. So your About You section shouldn't be like this long life story. Make it focused towards your clients. If you head over to my YouTube channel and you click on the free courses tab here, there's the Mortgage Broker Personal Brand Accelerator. If we go onto that one, you will find that the very first one, which is how to build your personal brand as a mortgage broker, this talks all about how to write your story, your About You section. I'll make sure I link that video, by the way, in the description on this video. You then have the featured section. It is a bit where you can highlight places you want people to go. So for me, I have my LinkedIn newsletter, but I also have this. It's going to bring up my free mortgage marketing blueprint. And if I press view, it brings them to my website. Now, a mistake people do is that they tag their best performing posts. So when they've got hundreds of thousands of views on a post, they use it as a place to showcase how great they are. And And that's not what this is about. You're effectively trying to signpost where you want people to go, to trying to say, when you're new here, if you land on my profile, where should you go next? And then the final part of the profile before we dive into the rest is the recommendations tab. You don't need a lot of these. You don't need 131. You do need probably about 5 or 6. If you've got 5 or 6 on here, it just strengthens up your profile and makes it look significantly better than it does if it's just empty. So that is the profile, all how optimized and how you do it. So how do you do the next stage, which is content? What should you make? So for content for LinkedIn, there are a couple of main things you want to look at. The first one we want to look at is written. So written content is just someone writing a bit of content. This type of content has done quite well on LinkedIn. With written content, it does well by being story driven and observational. Today, I found this thing and it made me think about X, Y, and Z. The other one to look at that does very well, is image. So image content, if we look at image content, that is going to be content like, well, this. So you can see here, this is one from Iris, who is a brand partner I've worked with. They've got a similar written content that goes across the top, but they also have an image too. Now, so I would say that what we're seeing, if we go down the kind of the rabbit hole, it would go written does okay, and it's the easiest barrier to entry. Image does well, that's the next one in. If we go one step up, we're now getting video. What LinkedIn video is, you can see on here on the screen now, across the bottom there, it says video. It's a video tab on your phone. If I press that, it brings up a TikTok style video feed. So video is a big one. So these are your main 3 types of content that you are looking at on LinkedIn. How often should you upload them? The answer to this is no more than 1 per day. So no more than 1 per day should you upload for your content on LinkedIn. Any more than this, you will oversaturate it. It won't actually work as well. There is it's not a limit, but there is a stop. It's like a soft cap. If you've got lots of content, what I do recommend you do is you schedule. So you can schedule on LinkedIn. So if I go to my LinkedIn here and I go to the top, this is how you create a post. You click on here, start a post, and you can just write here and you can add the media and anything like that you want. But if I click on this little clock here, this is where I can schedule. So I can schedule when I want my post to come out and the time I want it to come out. Absolutely fine to batch it up and then schedule it, but no more than 1 per day. You will burn yourself out and the algorithm won't like it. So the other thing we have, I keep talking about LinkedIn articles. LinkedIn articles are also known as LinkedIn newsletters. They're an article that you can write, but they also email to people so they can sign up to it like a newsletter. So I have mine. If we go to here, the Advisor Advantage, if I click on that, it'll open it up. And you can see here, there's 26 so far auditions, and I have 3,425 people as of right now subscribed to it. And so they're the people who will get this article emailed to them when it goes out. But it also goes out as a social media post. The article, if I open it up, is like a blog. So it's very much a full-blown blog. You can embed links and everything in, so the YouTube videos and things like that, and it will email to people who follow you. The good thing about them as well is they are search-based. They will also appear in Google search as standalone blogs. Let's say you want to do email marketing, email newsletters, but you don't want to invest in a full lead magnet, lead capturing thing like Go High Level. You don't have to, because LinkedIn does a lot of it for you. You can just do it all there. So it's actually a great way to access people. So that's the content. So let's move on to the last bit we want to talk about, which is clients. We've just set up all this profile and we're thinking, I've just put the work in, I've set it up, the profile looks great, the content looks great, but we need to generate leads from this. And so we need to now go and get the clients. And this is a mistake people make on all social platforms, is they make everything look glossy and pretty and nice, and then they wonder why no one is coming to them. And this is where LinkedIn becomes pretty cool. Now, LinkedIn, interestingly, is a little bit different to any other platform. You're going to be able to target by job role, and you're going to be able to target by location. So if you are a broker or an advisor and you want to work with people in a specific area, you might want to target them in that location. However, and where LinkedIn, the real magic happens, is if you are somebody who works with a specific type of person, you can target these people. You can actually actively connect with them. LinkedIn gives you 100 connection requests per week. So what we want to do is we want to use those 100 to our advantage. I would want to go onto LinkedIn and I want to search mortgage expert. This is not what you would search. You would search doctor, you would search lawyer, you would search every know your job role is. I would search mortgage expert, and I'm going to search them. And then once I'm searching them, I want to click on people. And so I've clicked on people, and from people, it has now brought me up all the people that have come up with the word mortgage expert in their job role. There's a couple other things we can do. Across the top, we have the degrees of connection. So we have first, second, and third. First means we are already connected. Second means we're connected to somebody in common. And third means we have no mutual connections. So what we want to do, I'd say at the beginning, is do your seconds first. So you want to click on seconds, and this is said that with the title mortgage expert, there are 17,000 results. As you can see here, mortgage expert, there, connect. I'm just doing a few here just to show you. So I want to connect with these people, and I'm sending a connection request to them. Now, they do not have to accept. So it's pending. It is there for them. If they choose to accept, that's absolutely fine. If they choose not to accept, that's absolutely fine too. But this is the thing where you can go and reach out to them. If you've got 100 per week, 20 a day. If you do too many a day, you'll get told off. So 20 per day times 5. So you're going to do 5 days a week, 20 of them. You will slowly start to build up a bank of people who follow you, who are connected to you, and they will be the ideal client for you. The hardest bit of people is like, oh, I don't want to do this. I want to connect with just people I know. That's absolutely fine if you're using LinkedIn as a networking platform. But if you want to use it as a lead generation platform, you need to connect with people who don't know you because you're trying to drive awareness to you. And this is the biggest difference. So go and find the people you want to connect with, and think about it this way. If you are connecting with those people and they then see that they've got a connection request from you, they have to decide if they want to accept it or not. First thing they're going to see is your face, your name, and your header. Then the second thing they'll do is they'll click on it, and they might go and look at you. If they go and look at you, if you've optimized your profile, guess what? There's a much higher chance of them saying yes, because they're like, okay, cool, this person knows what they're doing. Then they move into connections. Once they're in connections, the content will start being served to them, and then they will start to know, like, and trust you. So we're nurturing them. We add one step further into this, and we put in that newsletter. People can subscribe to it and receive emails from you outside of LinkedIn with the article, which means that they can also now be alerted and email marketed to from LinkedIn on its own. So this one platform can generate lots of attention and effectively becomes a CRM for one specific niche. It's so powerful and yet so misunderstood. That is how you generate free leads on LinkedIn as a mortgage broker. Now, if you want to learn how to generate free leads on Facebook, then you want to check out this video right now here. I talk about how you can go through exactly the similar type of strategy, but it's Facebook specific, and you can learn exactly how to do that. So click on there, and I'll see you on that video too.